happened. I'm still of the firm opinion that Oprah is just in it for the grift. She doesn't necessarily like her. She's not as fun. She's too needy. She's too annoying. And we'll see what comes out with that way. We'll see what comes out with that way, because if we start looking at that, if we start going down that rabbit hole, I'll be here till the partial eclipse in about 5 hours. So yeah. Let's have a look at Megsy. How was Megsy? What happened to Megsy at Tyler Perry's birthday party? And then we'll have a look at Oprah. And then I think we'll call it a night. Let's have a look. Because it's getting on in Blighty. Coming up to 10 o'clock. Let's have a look. Meghan and Oprah. Let's go. It's always about Harry. Somewhere deep down in Meghan's beige little soul, she knows that it's all about Harry. She doesn't like it. Oh, it's all about, excuse me, scratch that. It's all about Tyler Perry. He's a Virgo too. She was there for Tyler Perry. She was there for Tyler Perry. Because it's in the positive. And when, to be fair, when Harry usually turns up on a reading, he's usually in reverse for Megsy, unless she wants something from him. Queen of Cups is crossing over. She still thinks she can be Diana Incarnate 2.0, guys. She still thinks she's going to be a bigger icon than Diana. She really does. I wouldn't be surprised if she's been told by a psychic or something that she is a Diana Incarnate, that she is absolutely believing that she is going to take over the complete and utter world with her brand, and everyone's going to fawn at her feet, and everything's going to be wonderful, and everything's going to be rosy, and yeah, and somehow Tyler Perry is a enabler in that space. So she wasn't really thinking much about Oprah. Yeah, she wanted to be seen. She wanted to be seen with the in crowds. She wanted to be seen as somebody who's around, who's about, who's there. And when you think about it, look at that 3 of Wands. You had the photo in the back of the cab, or the back of the you know, the low carbon emissions, super fuels SUV thing. And she was sat in the middle of that. She wanted to be seen. The others had their faces turned away. She wanted that photo out there. You couldn't see what was allegedly Harry because he had a phone up filming what looks like the back of the security guard's head and the sun visor. And then you could see that there was another assistant on the other side of Megsy, and you could definitely see Megsy because her teeth were like a kind of, they were like they'd spent the night in the Chernobyl. Her teeth, they were just glowing. They were like ding. I mean, it was, put a Geiger counter next to them, they'd probably crackle. What's underneath it? Yeah, I want the press. I'm not getting talked about enough. She's frustrated. She's not getting enough headlines. The bookshop, Godmother's bookshop debacle didn't satisfy her enough. She needed to have this. She needed this moment. There is the Emperor. Okay. That is the King. saying happy birthday that day to Harry, which was happy birthday, the Duke of Sussex. Yay. Basically, that was the energy. Five of Cups is in reverse. She's embarrassed. She's overthinking something she said or done at that party, and she thinks she's embarrassed herself, and she's over-analyzing it. And she's actually saying with this card here that somebody else has actually overstepped her boundaries as well at that party. Like it's like she could go into an empty room and pick a fight with somebody in there, you know. There's Orca. There's Oprah, the Aquarius around her. So Oprah's there. There's the Star card, the Aquarius. Oprah's there. Oprah's watching her. Oprah's very aware of all of her little nuances. Seventh of Swords. And what's coming up for... Okay. There's Five of Wands. It's a very, very Harry and Meghan card, the Five of Wands. The Seven of Swords here, though, is she wants to look like she's very self-sacrificial. She look like she's a very good person, but she's also very devious with that energy. She is really, really hoping to kind of manipulate and move things around and take things. So she's still on this kind of like, I don't think she'll ever change with this. She's still on kind of like, I am appropriating bits of other people to make myself to be more, look more sustained, look more popular, look more wholesome. And she shapeshifts and morphs to, it's really weird. It's like, it's almost like she's hollow and she's just got to fill herself up with something. But because there's nothing in her, there's nothing there, it's just empty. She's never sustained. It's really weird. It's like, it is like that South Park bit where they open her mouth and there's nothing in there. But she's constantly on these kind of weird maneuvers that she thinks she's going to kind of like make these big moves. The Five of Wands, there is going to be some trouble coming up. There's potentially some sugars coming up. There's potentially some noise. There's potentially some trouble. That Five of Wands there with regards to Harry and Meghan, especially with Meghan, I expect there might be rumors that, I know we've just had the Sussex Survivor Club California ban, but I suspect there may be some rumors coming out sooner rather than later that will indicate there has been some type of falling out, that there is some type of falling out within the Hollywood set, the Hollyweird set. So there's going to be some rumors of maybe she doesn't get on with Oprah anymore. Maybe she doesn't get, I don't think she's stupid enough to kind of like get in Oprah's way, but I do feel like there's something there that she's going to have peed off somebody she thinks is irrelevant, but turns out is very relevant to somebody, you know. There's something coming, and I think it's going to be from that set she's knocking around with in Hollywood. Well, clinging to, riding the coattails on, trying to get in with. What she's going to try and do is she's going to try and get in with that set, and then she wants to kind of take over the set, and then yeah, and when it all crumbles down, it'll fail again. Let me have a look at Oprah. Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh, she wasn't happy about. She wasn't necessarily happy that Meghan was at the party. She's not a particularly happy around Meghan, that's to be sure. And the Five of Swords. Meghan's not getting the point. She's not getting the detail. She's missing the nuances. She's being pushy. That Queen of Swords in reverse is Oprah's outlook. Oprah doesn't really want to be around her, but she can't walk away with the Eight of Cups in reverse. it's just like, it must be conflicting when you're such a gossip hound like they are, than just be like, I make my money on other people's life stories, but I can't not. This is a big story. I can't not walk away, but she wants to walk away. It's a big difference to wanting to be there, isn't it? And what's underneath it? The 9 of coins. Okay, Oprah doesn't like her. Like, Oprah thinks she's all fur coat and no knickers. Like, Oprah doesn't think she's classy or has any depth, or she just thinks she's a grifter. No matter what Oprah says. The Chariot leading up, full steam ahead. I don't think Oprah knew straight away she was going, because we're going to the party, there's the Chariot, there's the movement, and then boom, Megsy's there. The worlds, beginnings and endings, completions. Okay. Where it is with Oprah, Oprah is done with her. We've got the 10 of Swords there. Oprah is completely like, oh my God, this kid, I just doing my head in. Can somebody remove this idiot from around me? Megsy there, it's interesting. Megsy's kind of obsessed with Oprah's image, but she's being very weird about it. She's being very clingy. And one thing you don't do with any Aquarius is be clingy. It just doesn't work. It's like it's a massive red flag to an Aquarius. Yeah, Oprah, like, she's not reading Oprah correctly. She thinks Oprah can't see through her, but Oprah's completely done. Oprah's just like, will somebody get rid of this beige thought away from me, please, guys, please. There's the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. That's a negative. And there's the Queen of Wands. Okay. Interesting. We have got... Oprah doesn't like her. Oprah really doesn't like her. I'm telling you that now. But Oprah's not going to walk away from her, because Oprah's like, I don't think she wants to spend personal time with her. I don't think she wants to be around her. I don't think she likes her. I think her turning up to an event for Oprah, she's kind of like a psychic vampire, if you know what I mean. Oprah's like, oh my God, she's so draining. Can somebody just make it stop? But we do have the Queen of Wands coming up. So I do feel like Oprah is going to be somewhat involved in a project with her, and no matter how loosely, it might be somebody from Oprah's production team who does all the groundwork, but Oprah's name will be linked to it. You know what they're like, Hollywood. It's not like they're going to like walk around the house and say, hey, do you want to come and do a film? I think it's like there's like loads of little contracts and weird things. I don't know. But Megsy is gonna look at me, I am friends with Oprah, and Oprah's gonna be like, yeah, just sell the coffee, or just sell the beige Tupperware, come and do some Oprah TV thing or something, some QVC thing. Interestingly enough, we have got a politician in reverse here. I wonder, has Oprah come out and said, I'm voting? She has, hasn't she? She's come out and done the whole I'm voting for Kamala thing, hasn't she? She did that at the conference thing, I seem to remember. I'm wondering if Megsy wants, or she wants them to not only like endorse the Democrats. I'm wondering if that is because that King of Swords is in reverse. That is an indicator of Trump. It could also be Gavin Newsom, because he's a Libra. It could be an air sign man. It's any politician technically, but usually it's an air sign man, if we're being this specific. And Trump is an air sign man. So I wonder if like there's something coming out with talking about Trump. Yeah, they're all two-faced, Mickey. In fact, I wouldn't just say two-faced. I'd say completely. They've like got multi-faces. She has a fundraiser for Kamala at 19th, and that is Kamala will be there. I wonder if Megsy is going to be there then. I wonder if Megsy is going to be there at that fundraiser, because we've got what she's hoping to do is disavow the opponent, and that Queen of Wands there. We're talking about Megsy and Oprah's dynamic. We've got a politician. We've got one of the politicians that is like most well known in this election cycle, and we have got the Queen of Wands there. She will great crush it. Jumps from the ceiling in a beige parachute. Hello, has anybody noticed me? Yeah, I think everyone's stopped wearing beige now. I think it's banned. Beige is out, apart from in bougie shops around Montecito, and probably New York and something, places like that. Somewhere in London will have it, like, you know what I mean, but not beige leggings, beige leggings, and yeah. She will use beiges. She will use beiges. I know. I've got beige on the brain now. She will use H's inheritance to buy a table there. Probably, most definitely. Anyway, guys, that is what I have on that. That is what I have on Oprah and Megsy. I'm running out of energy now. I've been talking for a long time. It's really weird when you talk a lot, you know, it's just like talk and read.